Hi friends, I'm on my way to meet Cooper Fraser, also known as Reflex Blue, an artist who has recently landed top EPs at labels such as Fuse. So we're gonna speak about all things music. Really excited about this one, and let's crack on. You were born in Melbourne, right?
I was born in Werribee actually, which is just out of Melbourne, and I grew up in Torquay. Once I turned 18, 19, finished school, I moved to Melbourne for 6 years.
And that's where you started making music?
Yes. I started making music in Torquay, but I don't really call it music.
Yeah.
It was like
something.
It was something. Once I moved to Melbourne, that's when I kind of like started going to clubs and started like refining everything and like finishing tracks, I would say. I started DJing. I bought like 2 record players and hanging out of the record shops in Melbourne, and like I couldn't afford CDJs, and like I got like these turntables that were cheaper at the time, so I just kind of learned how to do that. I'm always someone who's like looking for a new challenge, and at the time I was like wanted to try my hand at like making music, or not even making music, but like making sound. I knew there was something there. Didn't know where I was going to go or anything.
From the beginning you said, okay, I have to build my own sound.
Yeah, I think I was like taking references from things I liked to kind of like position myself in a way that I could have like good inspiration and set up some like goals of where I wanted to be with like my production skills and stuff like that.
How did you promote yourself to keep this discipline or to keep this focus?
I wouldn't say I'm a very like disciplined and like motivated person, but I think with music there was something that just like kept my brain like really interested, and it was almost like an addiction. Once I moved over to Europe, I like put together a little tour. I had a couple of really nice like gigs where I was like, at the end of it, I felt like maybe I can like keep doing this. I played the night before to this awesome party at the White Hotel. Didn't really have much sleep and went to the Gloria party the next day, and it was just like amazing. I remember handing over the decks to Gerd Jansen at the time. I was like, whoa, how am I here? What am I doing? Like I'm handing the decks over to like Gerd Jansen. I grew up kind of like watching his DJ sets and yeah, handing it over and us like playing to the same crowd. And I was like, wow, I don't know really how I got here, but this is pretty cool. And I kind of, maybe I can keep having these kind of moments, you know?
And what's your approach? Like what you were saying, you are producing a lot, you are testing your tracks.
Mm-hmm.
At what time of the production process do you bring that track into the dance floor to test it?
So once I've like arranged a track and I've mixed it, I'll play it out and see how it reacts, and then go back and tweak the mixing usually. That's usually how it goes. It's like I'm working on the mix down like during a time when I'm playing the track. Time of making the music or the song or idea might be say like 2-3 weeks, and then it'll be like a good like 4 or 6 weeks of playing the track, tweaking the mix. I've had a few duds, a few like sounds I thought that'll be really cool, and then it's not. Those kind of like things where you can have like a full circle moment when you have the idea, you think about where it's gonna end up, and then sometimes you're lucky enough to end up in that place and play that tune and have that moment, and it's like this great feeling of completing like a project. Yeah, that's what like inspires me a lot.
So how did the release on Fuse came about?
Enzo got in contact with me. As he said, he was into my music and had played some of my previous releases. And that was obviously flattering. He pretty much called me up and said, you know, let's like send some music back and forth and see what comes of it. He would like play it out and let me know what he thinks, and it all happened super naturally actually with Enzo.
And how did the relationship with the Fuse crew grew from there? Like
once the release started forming, they invited me down to one of the Fuse X parties at 93 Feet East, and that's kind of when I started meeting some of the crew like George and Tony.
It's important to be connected with the scene, with the community. It's important to grow your network.
100%, especially for like releases as well. It makes it so much more special when you actually have a relationship with the label and the people behind the project.
I would like to maybe close, like I usually close interviews with some generic advice, like or things that, maybe a couple of things that you did for yourself that helped you.
For me, it's not necessarily, it wasn't about that one gig or that one release or that one moment, about changing things for you, and your idea of success, if that's what you want. I think it's about being consistent over time and doing your thing. Success is different for everyone, but I think it's about mostly about being in the present, achieving a level of happiness and enjoying what you do.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
No worries, man. Thank you for having me.